Hey guys, thanks for tuning into my new channel. My students have been begging me to do this, so I'm going to give this a shot. My name's Steve Joffrey. I teach over here in Thornville, Ohio at Sheridan High School. This right here is something I taught today to my life drawing class. I teach from the inside out of the human body. So we're going to start off with this human skull today on the front view. So notice that here I see a circle. Here I see a circle, here I see a circle, here I see an oval, and now you got a rectangle. Now, when I put it on my paper, I'm going to do the same exact thing right here. I'm going to put in a circle, just for this base right here. I'm going to go ahead and put in a rectangle for this piece right here. Okay. Next, I know that my eyes are going to be right about here somewhere, and this is going to be about the middle of my skull. So, next thing I also want to put in, I see cheekbones on both sides of my skull. Here, the occipital lobes, or where your eyeballs would sit, notice how they bend around the skull. And they swing in a little bit right here, and then they almost kind of look like a set of sunglasses sitting on your skull. Now, are all the lines perfect on your skull? No, they are not. Why? Because, well, we are not perfect. And if anyone's ever told you that you're perfect, they're lying to you. So, understand that. Next, we have the bend in the eyes. We have now the nasal cavity. Notice, or nose this, okay, that's an awful joke. Here, across this part right here, you'll see that it goes a little bit below the middle of the eyes. So this bends down here. Here I'm going to go ahead and put in that oval. Here I'm going to put in another oval, and notice that this person looks like they have a deviated septum in there. So one side is bigger than the other. Now, I can go ahead and create all my lines off of these ovals. I bend them around and form around the shape. Next, I'm going to go ahead and go to my teeth right here below my septum. I'm going to go ahead and measure this with my pencil. Then I'm going to run this over here and make a mark. That way I know right about where my teeth are going to start. So, next thing, my front tooth starts in the up direction here. I'm going to go above that line. I'm going to know that the top of the tooth is bigger and the bottom, oh, I'm sorry, the top of the tooth is smaller, and then the bottom of the tooth is bigger. Now, teeth. There is a gap right here, and then my next one raises up and then over top, and then my next one is like a piano. So now notice that they are starting to wrap around. Just like our eyes bend around our skull, our teeth do the same exact thing, and then they start folding over top of each other. So count how many teeth he's got left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go ahead and put in 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then looks like the fifth one kind of looks like, you know, that back grinding tooth. Now, here and here I can put in a few lines just to know where they're going to be, and then I'm going to go ahead and set the other side of my teeth, round piece right here, okay, matching the other one up as best I possibly can. It really doesn't have to be perfect because no one's perfect. Now, again, round this piece right here, and we're trying to do the same exact concept. We're trying to get that accordion fold. This one wraps around and then starts to fold behind your teeth. We got our grinders in here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and looks like almost a fifth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a fifth. Okay. Now, looks crazy with all these teeth right here. Yes. Okay. Now notice that it comes in here and wraps up to our cheekbone. Here wraps up into our cheekbone, and then we have a slight angle and bumps all over the place, all these calcium deposits that create our bones. Same thing right here, up and then bends into our occipital lobes. Okay. Now, next thing, our bottom teeth. Notice that they tuck behind our top teeth. So what I'm going to do here, same kind of thing, set these bottom teeth below the top teeth, and then you start to see again that accordion effect, or the piano effect of the piano keys, that they begin to overlap each other. Same thing right here, and they begin to overlap. Now, next thing we see is we need to put this bottom jaw in. So I see that it goes off of this bottom tooth, same thing right here, off of this bottom tooth. And then what we do is we can start to do outlining, or, you know, building up all these baselines that we created. Now, I don't know if I actually matched up that bottom jaw, so I'm going to measure that, bring it over here. Oh, there we go. And then that's where I need to get to, because that is going to be about the size of that one right there. Now, I'm going to drop that down, bend this around it. Same thing right here. Awesome. Here and here, and then I can add a few things right there that I see in the back. And this looks like it's pretty dark back here, so I can just add some shadow, and then add some shadow back here, and now you can see the back side of that jaw. And then right here you got those air pockets on the skull, here and here. And then we start to see this thing actually build, which is awesome. So I can add a few lines right here to show the teeth that are being, you know, inserted into the skull itself. And then here, then I'm going to go ahead and add a little more in that septum area. I'm going to go ahead and put in these pieces that we can see that are really dark back here. Okay, and then I can even come back through and put some shading inside of here. Same thing over here. And put some shading inside of here. Okay, and same thing over here. Put some shading there, shading there. Okay, we're good. All right, now moving on. So we have this piece right here and this piece right here that goes in and connects to our temporal area right here. That creates our brow, and it bends in, and then it bends in right here. And we see that how that brow kind of forms right here for that sweat to kind of roll off our faces when we're hunting or gathering back in the day. Now, here, same thing. I'm going to go ahead and measure the top of my skull to the bottom of my eye. I go ahead and see where that reaches. I got that pretty on point. So round all this off. You know, when things are not perfect in the end of this, you can always fix them. That's why I work on foundation and circles. So now I have my skull completely built, and then if I really wanted to, I can come in and define all these lines and build them up, put some shading in, start adding all these nice little cool features that, you know, really bring a skull together. So that is drawing a skull in a front view for my life drawing class. Now, obviously I flew through this, and you have a pause button on your computer, so I'm sure you can figure it out on your own. All right. Well, hey guys, thanks a lot. This is my first shot at this. Hope it did all right, and I hope you like it. And then I know that some stuff is probably all lopsided, but hey, it was worth a shot. Thank you guys for tuning in. And don't forget to click like and subscribe, because I believe that's what you're supposed to say at the end of these. All right. See ya.